Hi there, it's another tarot sesh for Aquarius. I'm the Cannastrologer. My name is Abby, and this is a reading for the end of June, which is June 26th through the 30th, 2023, but do understand the energy is timeless. So anytime that you're seeing this, if the message or the title resonates, there could be messages for you. Don't try to force anything or make it fit, but do understand the energies can be crisscrossed, flip-flopped, and or reversed, and that everybody encompasses both masculine and feminine energies within them. So it's just a matter of balance. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you have strong Aquarius placements anywhere throughout your chart, there could be messages here for you as well. So we're calling in our spirits for our higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity, please, for Aquarius. And we're going to get right into it. The first couple readings that I did for some of the other signs have gone a little long, so I'm trying to speed this up and get through it. I've had such a busy weekend. It's been very, very successful of a weekend, but it kind of put me behind with my readings, and so I've got to pick up the pace. But so we are going to just, what I'm doing, the spread is a little bit different than what I typically do. I mean, I always switch up my spreads, but I'm doing a 5-day head spread where we dive down deep into each day. We're going to start with the Chakra Insight Oracle. We're going to pull tarot cards for work, career, finance, love, and relationships. That's platonic, family, friends, and romantic. And then finish it with a life message from Spirit. Then I'm also going to pull a Kabbalah Tree of Life Oracle for each day, and then we'll end it with the Divine Energy Oracle for the overall. Okay, so this week, as we start out the week, first off, Moonstone is the crystal of the week. And if you're looking to bring in abundance, financial abundance or anything like that, burn a gold candle and meditate on what you want more of in your life. On Monday, we start with the first quarter moon. If you go look up at the sky right now, it's like it's gorgeous. It's a good time to take action, cast spells to increase more of what you want in life, and then feel where you want change. Like, you have to feel it, and then imagine yourself already having it, because that's the kind of energy that the universe corresponds with. Like, even if it doesn't seem possible to you right now, you have to put yourself in that mindset, because the universe will align with that energy once you're there, and adversely it will align with your energy if you're in like a lower vibration. So you have to imagine yourself already having what it is that you want, and the universe will conspire to give that to you. Okay, then on Wednesday the moon moves into Scorpio. That's water energy. Great time to find motivation, personal power, take control of things like your finances, and then engage in things like deep talks. Really, having a great conversation that really, it's not surface level, it goes below that. Then on Friday, we have the moon in Sagittarius, fire energy. It's all about truth and visions. And it's all about like being honest, thinking big, long-term plans, things like dreaming of vacations and stuff like that, right? And then also on Friday, we have the Neptune retrograde. Now that lasts from June 30th through December 6th. When Neptune is direct, it rules illusion, dreams, spirituality, the spirit realm, like the 5D world, right? But when it's in retrograde, these influences and energies kind of dissipate and disappear in some cases, giving you like a real dose of like reality. You're just basically knocked down to the 3D world. And so that's what we're going to be looking at all through December 6th. It's going to be some interesting energy for sure. Then on Sunday, the moon moves into Capricorn. That's earth energy, focusing on career, decluttering, reprioritizing, and cutting out excess. All right, so let's get into this. Instead of shuffling out the cards this week, I am laying them out. Underneath the deck, you've got the Three of Swords. So there's some heartbreak and sadness when it comes to your work. This is work, life, career, and finance. So there could be something taking place that, you know, kind of breaks your heart. And it doesn't, okay, like with this card, everybody's like, oh, it's like deceit, or somebody cheated on me, or somebody, you know, stabbed me in the back. And yes, while it could be, it could also just be like, it's like you're leaving a job and it's sad to go because maybe you made relationships with the people around you or something. Or you're ending a relationship, but it really was for the better, and it's just like that bittersweet feeling. That can also be this energy as well, but it's the Three of Swords underlying energy. For Monday, we have the Star card. That's Aquarius. You guys popping right out on Monday, so that's awesome. Then we've got the Ten of Wands. That's ending something on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we've got the Emperor. That's Aries energy. Thursday, we have the Three of Wands, waiting for your ships to come in. And Friday, we've got the Ace of Swords, which has been popping out in a lot of the readings. But it's all about the mind, ideas, and victory. Like aces are messages from spirit. They're gifts from spirit. And so you'll be getting some kind of a victory or some kind of an incoming message that gives you a sense of victory on Friday, it looks like, with the Three of Swords underneath the deck. Now for romance, love, relationships, family, take it as it resonates. Let's see what else we've got. All of these have already been pre-shuffled, but I always make sure to shuffle them on film as well. And then while I was getting the cards ready, Aquarius, the song that I had on pre-shuffle for you, it's called Paralyzer by Finger 11. Some of the lyrics that I wrote down: well, I'm not paralyzed, but I seem to be struck by you. I want to make you move because you're standing still. Let's see, then it says, you'll probably move right through me on my way to you. So it's like the song is about somebody who's just like struck by somebody's beauty, awe, charisma, you know, and they feel like they're not being seen by this other person. But also if you listen to the song, it's like he's manifesting what's coming through, because he's like, oh, you'll probably just move right through me before I make my way to you. Basically saying you're going to ignore me. But if that's the attitude that you have towards something, then that is exactly what's going to happen. Because like I just said, the universe will conspire to give you what you put out there. So it's whatever you believe is exactly what's going to happen. So use that as a lesson for those of you who need to see that. Underneath the deck, dang! Underneath the deck for love and relationships, we've got the Three of Swords again, the Three of Air. So that's the same message clarified. That's interesting. So you also might have some heartbreak around relationships, whether that's romantic, platonic, friendship, family, or otherwise. Some disappointment. Monday, we've got the Four of Air. So that's talking about taking a mental break, healing, getting some rest and relaxation, and just it's like a mental break, basically, because that's what swords are all about. It's about communication, the mind, getting messages across. But the Four of Air, the corresponding like herb is lavender, because this is the Herb Crafter's Tarot. So maybe on Monday it's calling, Spirit's calling for you to incorporate lavender into your regimen. But then we've got the Ten of Earth, Ten of Pentacles on Tuesday. So that's 10. I like that a lot. That's the Ten of Wands, and then the Ten of Pentacles, horsetail. Then on Wednesday, man, you guys have some really great cards. On Wednesday, you got the Emperor and the Hierophant. Change of direction. A lot of threes. We already have 3, 3, 3 now. Oh my gosh, it's 3. Oh my gosh. Double clarified again. So on Thursday, we've got the Three of Wands clarified by the Three of Fire, which is the Three of Wands. That's waiting for your ships to come in. On top of each other. Strong messages for you this week, Aquarius. Then on Friday, we've got the Chariot with the Ace of Swords. There will be disappointment this week. I just prepare now, right? Maybe in work and or in love. Maybe it was something that you were doing that you loved. Clarification, that's exactly what it is. So somebody's going to be walking away from something that they love. Definitely could be work, career related. That's mastery. Bottom of the deck as we get started. I'm hearing somebody could be paralyzed by like the possibility of what's to come, like just being unsure about something coming through. Maybe they're like, I feel like maybe some of you are just shocked, like paralyzed in shock at maybe watching somebody like up level or the way that they're changing, and it almost paralyzes you. Take it as it resonates. Everybody's storyline is different based on your birth chart. Not every Aquarius has the same birth chart as the next. I mean, I don't think anybody really does. It's like a fingerprint of your birth. Underneath the deck, we've got the King of Pentacles. Could be dealing with a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Masculine energy I'm feeling. Doesn't have to be. You could be in your masculine energy if you're a female. Energies can be crisscross, flip-flopped, and or reversed, and everybody encompasses, you know, masculine and feminine energies within them. So Monday we've got the Two of Cups, so this is about relationship. Tuesday, the Knight of Wands. I feel like that's more business related, but we'll see. Then we have the King of Wands. Dang, Wednesday's going to be a very powerful day, y'all. For real. And then we've got Temperance on Thursday, and then Ten of Wands on Friday. With the King of Pentacles underneath. Let's pull some Kabbalah Tree of Life Oracle for each day. Just saw 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock. So look up angel number 1, 2, 3, 4. It means that you're on the right path. Okay, Aquarius, please. Higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity. Wow. Just want to fly all over the place. Oh, and with the Oracle, so I pulled number 21, self-esteem, and number 36, third eye chakra. So that's right here, your third eye. All right, so for Monday, we've got the Advisor. Tuesday, the Flag. Wednesday, the Point. Thursday, the Veil. Friday, the Sorrow. Oof. And then underneath the deck, the Edge. Then for our Divine Energy Oracle, what do we have for Aquarius? For the Divine Energy Oracle, please, spirits. Underneath the deck, tune out distractions. So that's like underlying energy. Might have a lot of distractions happening this week. You got to tune it out. We were just talking about this, Aquarius. Overall message, as clarification again. Overall message, as I was talking about, you know, manifesting more of what you want into your world and having to put yourself in that vibration, raise your vibration, and the universe will match that frequency. And then was talking about the paralyzer. You've got raise your vibration. You have to raise your vibration. There's a situation going on right now. I don't see it yet, but we'll figure it out. In which you need to keep your vibration high, because otherwise what you're going to manifest is where your energy's at. And if it's low, if you're on a low frequency, then that's what you're going to manifest more of into your life. You got to tune out the distractions. All right, so let's get into it. First off, let's start with the oracle. We've got number 21, self-esteem. Somebody could be 21 years old. This is all about confidence, self-love, self-worth, and pride. If you don't have these things for yourself, if you don't have confidence in yourself, self-love, self-worth, and pride for yourself and what you've done, it's very hard for you to recognize that in other people. And if you're in a vibration, if you're working in a frequency in which you don't feel those things for yourself, but you're recognizing it in other people, that turns into jealousy. Okay? So you really, I feel like sunflowers are significant. The 21st could be significant of this month, or potentially even next. And then 2 + 1 is 3, and that's about partnership. It's about celebration, but it is also about heartbreak as well. But working together, and also waiting for your ships to come in. So I feel like you're trying to raise your vibration and bring this energy up, bring a certain amount of confidence, like self-confidence, into the picture. A great way to do that is, by manifesting and, by meditation and, doing work through meditation in your third eye chakra. 36 could be significant. 3 + 6 is 9. 9s are about, things coming to a close. Also wish fulfillment. There's that as well. Okay, so let's get into the tarot, into the week. So for Monday, we've got the Star. This is healing energy. It's also about work and career and goals and aspirations and things that, you've always dreamed about. And it's like you wishing upon a star. And I feel like, this energy's kind of coming in. Clarification again, the energy's coming in. These are things that you've always dreamed about, and it's finally happening. Again, this is the Star's Aquarius energy, so you're coming out strong in this. Now, I feel like what this is that you've been dreaming about, and this is work related, right? In love, with your relationships and whatnot, you're needing to take a mental rest. There could be a lot going on, and I feel like it has a lot to do with something with your relationships, regarding relationships. Again, this could be romantic relationships, but it could also potentially be family, platonic friendships, things like that as well. You see the holding of the hands. Lavender, they're calling in lavender, so you might want to use lavender on that day. It's actually quite beautiful energy. You're going to be feeling really relaxed. But because of whatever's been going on, with the mental, the mind, the communication and whatnot, like you're going to want to take a break. Let's see what the advisor has to say with the Kabbalah Tree of Life Oracle. All right. It may be the moment to become either a pupil or a teacher or both. The transmission of knowledge is important. If you want to go further, you'll need to find someone who can train you adequately. If you have knowledge, then you need to pass it on, but you must find your own ways and means of doing this. So, possible meanings behind this is magical initiation, a period of teaching or of training, creative work, especially involving myth and story, advice or consultation, instructions, a new subject to study. You might be teaching something to someone you love, someone you care about, creating a relationship surrounding this energy. Clarification again. That and or somebody could be teaching you something as well. I see training, like you could be training somebody, serving as an advisory type of role for someone. All right, then on Tuesday, we've got the Ten of Wands. Wands are fire sign energy. That's Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. But this is about putting down the burdens, being able to finally take a break, put something to rest, walk away, put down your defenses, not have to fight for anything anymore. And then we have the Ten of Earth. This is the Ten of Pentacles. This is jackpot. This is finances, abundance. This is it's a strong family card or card of family. Like to have two tens on top of each other, and these are pretty positive ones. This is really cool. I feel like this has something to do with work because we've got the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is kind of like your playboy, playgirl type of energy when it's related to to relationships, because wands are about passion, and passion could be towards a person, but it can also be towards like what you're passionate about, like work, career, finance, passion projects, things like that, right? So if this is a relationship, like a passionate relationship, I don't feel like it's something so serious. It's kind of like an in and out, one night stand type of energy. I feel like, maybe somebody is out to have a good time. Like maybe you just ended something or changed a new job or got a new job or something like that. Because it's like you're ending something, coming into money, family, abundance with another. And then this is kind of like going and having a good time, right? But if this is work related, it also talks about doing something that you're passionate about. The Knight of Wands actually makes a really fantastic salesperson, marketing person. They're usually very lucky with, their energy and the way that they conduct business. And it's a very like passionate, fun type of personality as it relates to work, though. I mean, and the other thing too, they're fun to be with, right? But they're just not so serious. Then we've got the Flag. I want to know what that's about. I don't think I've read that card yet. Let's look at that. You are bound up in a cause or a project, so work, which demands your allegiance. This is a good way of focusing your energies and encouraging others to join you if needs be. Yep, that's this Knight of Wands energy, like warrior type energy, right? But it's also a limiting factor requiring steady belief and commitment. You should consider whether it could confine you too much in the long run. Possible meanings: a mark of recognition, social or political cause, a question to do with nationality or cultural background, a badge of office, so work-related, the need to focus objectives, and a declaration. So I feel like somebody's making like a statement or getting some kind of an award or recognition, potentially for having taken an advisory type of role or helping training or doing something significant as it relates to like work, career, finances, passion projects, things like that, right? That's really cool though. I like that energy. And I feel like it's something that brings you into a certain amount of abundance, something that you've done really well on. Then on Wednesday, we've got the Emperor energy. This is in work, career, finance. And so this is like the Emperor. It's Aries energy. It's somebody who's on top of their game. Whether like if you're male, then you're like dominating your role, your masculine role. It's the king of all kings, very well balanced, well grounded. If you're female, this is you in your Emperor role, or you could be dealing with like a masculine energy who's in their Emperor role, or somebody who's just an Aries, right? But, he's the ruler. He commands attention. He gets everything that he wants, but he does it with, balanced reason, knows exactly how he wants to get it, how he's going to get it, and he makes sure it happens. He can kind of sometimes be a little full of himself, but that's because he's the Emperor. He knows that he's going to get what he wants, right? Then we have the Hierophant. So this is in regards to your relationships. Fives are a change of direction. So the Hierophant, he is, he's looked favorably upon, looked up to in the church, whatever. It's a highly religious card. Spiritual as well, but it's more religious. So it's based on like tradition and the way that things are typically done. I hesitate in saying the way things are supposed to be done, because nothing is supposed to be done just one way, right? It can be done whatever way people decide, or whatever way it takes to get something done, right? But the Hierophant, he's like an authoritative figure. So you could be dealing with authority of some kind as it pertains to family or relationships, or to some type of a relationship, or you just could be acting as like the ultimate matriarch or patriarch, head of household of a family, and really stepping up into that power, because then we've got the King of Wands as well. Now the King of Wands, again, more masculine energy. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. You really could be dealing with an Aries on Wednesday. But he's somebody that everybody looks up to favorably for the most part. If he's single, he's got a lot of suitors, right? If he's married, he's a very passionate lover. Business-wise, super smart. He knows, he can see the bigger picture before anybody else can. Really keen on business, knows exactly, what's going to be the next biggest thing, and he usually invests upon it, right? And then we have the Point. I love these Kabbalah Tree of Life oracles because it kind of pulls everything together. So let's see what that's about. You are at the point of taking a creative initiative, whether you know it or not. Allow space for this to emerge. Do not take on more routine tasks than you need to. Though you cannot tease a new idea out before it's time, you can recognize and respect the hidden gestation that is taking place and be ready to give it form when it emerges. Such moments are precious. Keep the memory of the creative spark in mind, and it will help you when times are bleak. Possible meanings: creative activity, a discovery, the arts, a new impulse, a source of energy still in its early stages, a sexual attraction, that's the King of Wands energy, and then the possibility of a new relationship. So that's all of this. It's like very creative, very wise energy. It's like taking initiative, making something happen, and that's definitely the Emperor, the Hierophant, and the King of Wands. Now, you could be dealing with 3 different personalities in these different departments, or this just could be a combination of, you stepping into that creative, abundant, very fiery type of energy power. This is like all fire. Like it's crazy. The Hierophant is actually Taurus energy, so it's more grounded, but you've got lots of fire in this. So that's for Wednesday. So speaking of, raising your vibration, like you're definitely going to have to be in a high energy type of vibration in order to, to manifest this coming, that type of scenario. Oh, and also cacao is the herb that goes along with the Hierophant. So like cocoa, chocolate. Treat yourself to some chocolate. It's also, it was talking about, sexual endeavors or whatever. It's, chocolate is an aphrodisiac, so there's that too. Then on Thursday, we've got the 3 of Wands clarified by the 3 of Wands, clarified by Temperance. That's Sagittarius energy. It's also the Angel of the Tarot deck. And then we have the Veil. Number 11, that's a divine twin flame number. You could be dealing with your divine twin flame or just a soulmate. So in work-related endeavors, you've got the 3 of Wands, which talks about waiting for your ships to come in. So you're either waiting on something or waiting on something, like waiting on news about something. It's like you've been waiting on something for so long, and it's like it's almost finally here, right? And it's the same thing with relationships. It's a culmination point. I don't know if it's an ending or if it's a beginning, but it's like it's going to be balanced. It's because temperance is all about alchemizing and balancing between two different worlds. And that's funny because, work is a different world than your relationships. And as you're waiting for these ships to come in on Thursday, like this energy, this Sagittarius is more fiery energy, but it's going to be balanced out. Temperance is number 14 in the deck. 1 + 4 is 5, and 5s are all about change of direction. I forget where I saw that earlier, but I know the advisor has that there as well. But yeah, you could be having like a change of direction in something in regards to your relationships and your work. But again, threes are about celebration. They're about a little bit of heartbreak, but they're mainly celebratory and looking forward for things to come. Whenever the Temperance card pops up, that also tells me that you are protected. You're being protected by your angels, spirit guides, archangels, energies, whatever it is that you subscribe to. And then the veil. I want to read this because typically when people talk about the veil, this talks about going within. It's like the spirit side of things, looking into your shadow side, doing shadow work. But let's see what this has to say about it. If I can find it. Okay. There are sacred areas of your life which you are afraid to examine. But perhaps now you are strong enough to explore them, so you're waiting for your ships to come in. It is better to learn about them yourself than to wait until some outside force tears them apart. These are your values, and they have real meaning for you, even if they need to be stripped of the illusions which surround them. So possible meanings: a sudden overthrow of authority. So the day before we were talking about complete authority. That's what this is. All of this energy is authority, hierarchy, But now we're talking about a sudden overthrow of authority, a sense of mystery, a secret to be revealed, radical new ideas and innovations, an upset between older and younger people, an issue of truth and lies. So you could be waiting on news from somebody. Oh, I just heard the veil is being lifted. So it's like there's a veil being lifted in which truth will be exposed, because Sagittarius energy, just like I was saying, when the moon is in Sagittarius, it's fire energy. It's about truth and honesty. It's like secrets will be coming out, truths will be exposed, the veil will be lifted, and then it's like, but there's temperance. So whatever it is, it's going to be balanced out. Okay. So then for Friday, we've got the Ace of Swords, the Chariot, Ten of Wands. Did we see that already? Ten of Wands again, so that's come up twice. And then the Sorrow. Somebody's going to be moving on, and it's going to bring a certain amount of sadness to you. Or something will be ending, and it just brings a certain amount of sadness to you. Again, Wands are about passionate energy, and Tens are about endings, but they're also about beginnings. I like the Ten of Wands, actually. I don't like the way it's depicted in here. It always makes it seem like somebody's like packing up and moving, and that very well could be the case for some of you, but for many others, it's about ending a cycle of some type. Something that you've been defending for a long time, working on for a long time, you've been passionate about for a long time, and now it's finally like, okay, it's done and over, time to pack it up, time to move on to the next thing, next phase of life, if you will. And there could be a certain amount of sorrow that's attached to that, because, you've created memories and maybe done really well for yourself in a certain part of life, but now it's time to move forward to something that can sometimes be scary and sad. But it will be victorious. Whatever it is that you're moving away from, that's what the Chariot energy is about. It's fast-moving action. Could even be travel. The Chariot is Cancer energy, so it's about your feelings. And we're talking about family, relationships, love. These are just, how do I want to put this? Fast-moving emotions, for sure. There could be tears this day. But I feel like it's happy tears, victorious tears of happiness. Take it as it resonates. And also you could be dealing with air sign energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Chariot is Cancer energy, that's water sign. And then we've got Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy there. So you might be just wrapping up a project, I don't know, ending a job, starting a new job. Oh, and what else I wanted to say about 10s. 10s, like I said, are endings and beginnings, because 10 is the end, and then 1 plus 0 is 1. So it's like you go from the end, but then it makes room for a new beginning. So let's read about the sorrow, see what that's about. Whatever loss you are experiencing, you can or will come to terms with it. However hard the path, there is a comfort which perhaps now you cannot imagine. You will lose your old way of looking at things, but when you have adjusted to that change, you may find even more meaning and value in life. So exactly what I was saying. There's going to be a big change, something that you have to come to terms with, but there is comfort in knowing that, what you have in front of you is something new and abundant. And even valuable. So possible meanings: sadness, loss, a deep disappointment, the chance to mourn the old and start anew, an expectation that will not be fulfilled, but working with others from compassion. So there's that. Your Friday might be a little sad. I feel like it's going to be more bittersweet energy, but it's not something to mourn over. Okay, so then, what is this, the edge? I'm hearing that Lady Gaga song, I'm on the edge of glory. So I feel like you are on the edge of glory, you're ending something, but now it's like on the brink of a new dawn, a new day, a new phase of life, if you will. So that's really exciting. My nose is itching, which tells me that I'm right on the money when I talk about that. So, okay, so now we're going to look at the underneath the deck. And that includes this here. We've got third eye chakra. So definitely tapping into your third eye, having to, look beyond the 3D and start, manifesting, meditating, working with your 5D energy. I feel like there's a lot of things that you've just been kind of blinded to. Maybe a sense of a new awakening of some sort. But there's going to be some disappointment. The underlying energy for work, career, finance is just some sadness and disappointment. Underlying energy for relationships, more sadness. And echinacea, it calls for echinacea. I feel like if you don't use echinacea, there's echinacea tea, there's echinacea that you can take over the counter. It's really great for if you're starting to feel under the weather. It helps heal you. Helps with ailments and sickness and toxicity. So maybe potentially, incorporate that into your diet. I'm not a doctor, so don't take my clinical advice, but see how you can incorporate echinacea into your world in some way, shape, or form. That might help smooth over some things with relationships and how it's making you feel. And then for the Spirit's message, you've got the King of Pentacles, which is a really fantastic energy. He's all about his money. He can be a little bit greedy. Okay, I will be honest with you about that. But he's hardworking, and he puts in a lot of hours. He's always working, right? But it's always for the betterment of his family. He takes care of everybody that's around him, friends, family, himself, everything, right? But he's always freaking working. Okay? And all about his money. You might have a dog, might be dealing with somebody with gray hair, and or could be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Or you could have that somewhere in your chart. Take it as it resonates. Could be also some disappointment and heartbreak around a financial situation in which you feel like you're the King of Pentacles and trying to help out everybody around you. But, you know, Spirit underneath the deck is calling to tune out any distractions. And then, okay, so the Edge talks about this is a point of change where you can take stock of how far you have come and how far you hope to go. At a time of transition, see, I said it, you're at this transition point. You're on the edge of glory. You're on the edge of switching from something that you've been, energies and something that you've been dealing with maybe for a long time, and you're switching to something completely new. So at a time of transition, you may lose the strong sense of your own identity, and so you must trust the volition that will take you from one phase to the next. You have to keep your self-esteem high and raise your vibration in order for this to manifest in the way that you need it to, okay? Otherwise, if you succumb to those lower frequencies and those lower, you know, vibrational frequencies and energies, then that will definitely bring in even more of this Three of Swords energy than you need it to be. Keep your vibration high, okay? So, possible meanings. Everything is finally balanced. A new beginning. Handing over to a successor. That was this advisor. I feel like you might be teaching somebody. Maybe you're like training somebody to take your place, right? Interaction with another generation. So we were talking about, differences between older and younger generations on Thursday. So there's that as well. And then a choice. The result is not yet determined and could go either way because you're on the edge. But make sure to tune out distractions in order to make a better decision. All right, well, that's what I have for you this week, Aquarius. It's already 40 minutes. I appreciate your time and energy. I really enjoy reading for you. I look forward to reading for you again next week. As you know, it's Together We Grow, so make sure that you like, share, and smash that subscribe button right now, please. If you'd like to dive down deeper into this reading or get a reading of your own, I do personals. I have all of that information in the description below this video. Also, if you'd like to drop a tip or a donation to help the channel grow, it's always appreciated in advance. But I look forward to seeing how this turns out for you this week. And if you want to drop a comment in the comments below and let me know how it's going, I always love the feedback too. So you guys have a blessed one, and I'll see you on the flip side. Peace.